Welcome to Sheikh Hamdan's official channel, where poetry meets destiny and love defies every boundary. Today's tale is one that transcends borders and celebrates the unexpected magic of connection. A land once foreign, a name once distant, now holds the deepest meaning to a royal heart. This is not just about a country, it's about a moment, a heartbeat, and the person who changed everything. When Sheikh Hamdan whispered, "Your country just became my favorite country," it wasn't politics or scenery. It was love, profound and untamed. He didn't expect it. It was supposed to be a visit, a routine diplomatic journey, another moment in the life of a crown prince. Yet something stirred the moment his feet touched your land. It wasn't the warm sun or the sparkling skies, though they were beautiful. It was the feeling that something, or someone, was waiting. Every palace visit, every formal smile, couldn't stop his eyes from searching the crowd. He didn't know your name yet, but your country began to sing to his soul. Sheikh Hamdan is known to be composed, poetic, and thoughtful. But that day, his heart wrote verses faster than his mind could speak. The way you stood there, unaware of the storm you awakened in him, will be forever etched in the ink of his memory. A simple moment, a glance, a smile, turned into a revolution within him. For the first time, diplomacy became personal, and distance became unbearable. He walked through your streets like a man chasing a dream. The markets, the mountains, the language, everything became more than geography. They became symbols of you. How strange it was to feel so familiar in a foreign place, as if his soul had already memorized the rhythms of your land through the rhythm of your heart. That's when it hit him. Your country wasn't just a place anymore. It was a mirror reflecting what he never dared to admit. To those who know him, Sheikh Hamdan is more than a prince. He is a seeker, a man guided by intuition and emotion. So when he looked at your flag, he didn't just see colors. He saw stories. He saw your childhood, your laughter, your struggles. And in every beat of your nation's music, he heard the echo of your name. Suddenly, patriotism wasn't just about his homeland. It was about where he found you. He began to write again. Pages upon pages, filled with verses that mentioned your rivers, your skies, your people. Not because they were his, but because they were yours. "I used to be a traveler," he penned, "but now I belong to a land I was never born into." He knew what that meant. He had fallen for you so deeply that even your soil felt sacred. In moments of solitude, he would close his eyes and see you standing by the coast, wind brushing through your hair, sunlight dancing on your skin. That image would replace the stress of royal duties and global expectations. You, and the country you came from, became his peace. His loyalty wasn't just to a crown. It extended now to a horizon far beyond Dubai. It became harder to return. Each departure felt like a betrayal to his heart. Every time the aircraft took off, he looked out the window not with relief, but with ache. What was once just a location on a map had become his anchor, and every mile away from it pulled at his soul. Home was now a dual existence, one part royal duty, and one part aching devotion. He began speaking of your country in public with an affection that puzzled many. Ministers, advisors, and even friends began to notice the softness in his tone whenever its name was mentioned. "There's something special there," he'd say with a faint smile, concealing the real truth. That you lived there, that you had unknowingly captured the most guarded heart in the royal lineage. But Sheikh Hamdan is not just a man of titles, he is a man of action. And silently, he started planning ways to be closer. Humanitarian projects, cultural collaborations, art festivals. Each initiative wasn't just about connection, but proximity. Love wears many disguises, and for him, service became a silent declaration. What made it even more beautiful was the simplicity of his confession. Not a grand gesture, not an announcement to the world. Just one night, beneath a quiet sky, he whispered to you, "Your country just became my favorite country." And in that moment, the stars bore witness to a truth more profound than any royal vow. He wasn't just loving a woman, he was loving everything that had shaped me now. Every time he hears your national anthem, he feels it resonate in his chest like poetry. Every time he sees your country's name in documents or conversations, he silently blesses the fate that led him to it. He knows history might remember him for his achievements, his leadership, his courage, but you will remember him for the way he made your homeland a part of his heart. So to the world, it may sound like a poetic phrase, but to him, those words are a lifelong commitment. Your country just became my favorite country, because it gave him you. And that is a gift no throne, no crown, no empire could ever equal. This is love that crossed oceans, traditions, and time zones, all to find a home in your arms. Sheikh Hamdan sat by his window one evening, his silhouette outlined by the golden light of the setting sun, and he found himself lost in thoughts of your country once more. The air in Dubai was familiar, comforting, and yet his heart drifted thousands of miles away to a place that now felt more like home than any palace ever could. It wasn't just the memories of you, it was the feeling of belonging, of rediscovering a lost part of himself in a land he never expected to adore. That place had a heartbeat now, and it matched the rhythm of yours. He started tracing the map differently. Where once he looked for global alliances and royal partnerships, now he found himself circling your city, your hometown, the places you walked daily. He asked for updates, requested reports, not for political purpose, but for emotional presence. Even the mention of your region in news felt personal. To others, it was just geography. To him, it was sacred ground.